Okay, we're right now in Santa Rosa at a house that's having some paranormal activity. And these are my investigators for tonight. And we're going to talk to the occupants. What are some of the things that were going on in Sonoma? And it seems like it followed you right here in Santa Rosa.
From just Sonoma, from Novato. It started in Novato to Santa Rosa and then to here.
From the beginning then.
When my son Joseph was about 3, he started talking to someone, and then one night he said, "Good night, Robert." Then he would start talking to himself in the bathroom. We put a voice recorder in there with him, and he would talk and then answer like he was asking questions, and then he would start talking like someone had answered his question. And then he went, "Ouch, that hurt." And then a couple minutes later, you heard there was a deep, husky cough that we couldn't figure out who it came from because he was the only one in the bathroom. And then in Sonoma, we moved to Sonoma, when he was with his dad, it was more when activity was going on with some candles flying off the fireplace, the TV, and then we had one group come out and do an investigation, and when he was asleep, we heard a lot of kids laughing, and doors closing and opening, and little noises that we couldn't figure out what was going on. And he said one night that the boogeyman's coming to get me, and we had a hard time getting him to lay back in his own room. And then we moved here about a month ago, and just a few weeks ago we had noises that have started. His bedroom door opens up on its own. The dog comes out. He's really shaky. And a couple times he's gotten up and come into bed with us saying that there's someone in his room. And then we had what sounded like a clapping sound from in here about 10:30 at night, I think it was. And then yesterday afternoon, there was a cup that came out of the cupboard. And my youngest goes, "And what's that? What's that?" And he just points to the ceiling. And then he came back and sat back on the couch.
I have to ask Faith Davis, you felt something in the cabinets? What was that about?
When I was walking around the house, I got the impression that there is something watching from the cupboards or the closets. Like when there's a cupboard that's open a crack, like in the bathroom. In your son's bedroom, the closet was open a crack, and one of his dresser drawers was open. And I just get this feeling there's something watching from the other side, almost like peering out.
And that made sense to you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We've had feelings like in Sonoma, like, okay, there's someone watching, the goosebumps, but there's nobody there.
Right.
The TV sometimes will turn itself on in the middle of the night. One night, we were in Novato, and the DVD player turned on at about 2:30 in the morning.
Okay. And also to Kara and Doug, you guys felt some kind of something cold, like a cold spot or something like that. What was that about?
Well, Kara felt it first.
Yeah, well, I was standing near the window at the end of the bed. I felt something brush past my leg that felt really cold. And it just felt really unnatural because there's no air vent there, and it felt like the AC was on. There was nothing.
And so she asked me to stand in the same place, and yeah, I could feel it too. And I get goosebumps thinking about it right now, and it's like coldness, like an air conditioner there or something. But definitely that temperature change, cold areas.
So that's probably definitely a hot spot.
And we don't have air conditioning. We don't have AC in the house.
Wow.
We have a heater, but no AC.
If you ever want to cool off, just go in that corner over there.
Okay. And yes, and Matt, and also too, you had a story. What was your story?
I was in here with everybody. Actually, there's 2 or 3 of them. You can help out with it. We were all out here, and the door was shut because she likes to keep the dog in with Joseph in there because he gets nervous, he gets up. And keeping the dog in there helps keep him asleep. And I remember being out here and the dog, like, hearing the door, like the knob turn. and hearing the door open, and it's different. Like if the dog just opened the door, it would just be, dog's not going to sit there and turn a doorknob. And so we got up and all of us kind of stood there like listening for a minute, and then I went back there, and as I made it all the way out to the corner over there where the door is, I thought I saw movement go through from the right to the left, as if someone was walking through the room. And I went in there and looked in the closet and looked everywhere and kind of stood there, and there's no one there.
Yeah, it looked like it
Joseph
walked
was-
from
yeah.
the back door to the other side of the room.
I had checked the lock too, because maybe I thought, we're not in the greatest neighborhoods, maybe someone had gotten in the house, but there's no one there. And then, what else was there? There was also another night, Tom, me and my brother, we were sitting here, and we heard the door open. It kind of like rattled a little bit, and it opened, and the dog came running out, and I didn't see anything that night. It just kind of was like, I don't know what's going on here. So.
But since we had moved here, the dog at night gets really uneasy. Like when he went to walk back to the door, the dog was just looking at him like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah.
And he shakes, and he came out with his tail between his legs, and then it's hard to get him to go back in to the bedroom. He doesn't want to go back in the room.
It's really hard to get him to do it, but the dog will grab onto your pant leg. I don't know where he got that from, but we just make the joke like, "Oh, he's leading me around." And I went through to turn the light on, and the dog came out and into the bathroom and was like tugging on my pant leg, like, "Dude, you don't want to be in here."
He does do that. He'll pull onto your pants and like pull you to where he wants you to go. But we don't know why.